Ever wondered if we could zip across the galaxy in the blink of an eye? Or if there's a cosmic speed limit for spaceships? For centuries, humanity has gazed at the stars, dreaming of journeys beyond our wildest imaginations. From the earliest stargazers to the science fiction writers of today, the allure of interstellar travel has captivated us. We've sent probes to the far reaches of our solar system, landed rovers on Mars, and even launched telescopes that peer back in time to the universe's infancy. But these ventures, while monumental, have also highlighted a profound challenge: the sheer, unfathomable distances between celestial bodies. Even our closest star, Proxima Centauri, is over 4 light-years away. At the speeds of our current spacecraft, reaching it would take tens of thousands of years. Clearly, if we ever hope to become a truly interstellar species, we need to go a lot faster. So, what is the maximum speed a spaceship can achieve? Is there an ultimate cosmic speed limit? The answer, as it turns out, is a resounding yes, and it's dictated by one of the most elegant and fundamental principles of the universe: the speed of light. Einstein's theory of special relativity, a cornerstone of modern physics, posits that the speed of light in a vacuum, denoted as c, is the ultimate speed limit for anything with mass. This isn't just a theoretical construct, it's been confirmed by countless experiments. The value of c is approximately 299,792,458 meters per second, or about 186,282 miles per second. To put that into perspective, at the speed of light, you could circle the Earth about 7.5 times in 1 second. Why can't anything with mass reach or exceed the speed of light? It all comes down to energy. As an object accelerates, its relativistic mass increases. The closer it gets to the speed of light, the more its mass increases, and consequently, the more energy is required to accelerate it further. To reach the speed of light, an object with mass would require an infinite amount of energy, which is, of course, impossible. This isn't just a technological hurdle, it's a fundamental law of physics. Now, this doesn't mean we're stuck at our current snail's pace forever. While we can't reach the speed of light, we can certainly get closer to it. The challenge lies in developing propulsion systems capable of generating the immense energy required for such acceleration. Current spacecraft largely rely on chemical rockets, which are incredibly inefficient for interstellar travel. They carry their fuel with them, and the more fuel you carry, the heavier your spacecraft becomes, requiring even more fuel, a classic catch-22. Future concepts for high-speed interstellar travel include technologies like nuclear fusion rockets, which could offer significantly higher exhaust velocities, or even more exotic ideas like antimatter propulsion. Antimatter-matter annihilation is the most efficient energy source known, converting mass directly into energy with 100% efficiency. A spacecraft powered by antimatter could theoretically reach a substantial fraction of the speed of light. However, creating and storing antimatter in sufficient quantities is a monumental technological challenge, one that remains firmly in the realm of science fiction for now. Another fascinating concept is the light sail, which harnesses the momentum of photons from a powerful laser or even the sun's radiation pressure to accelerate a spacecraft. While slow to start, over vast distances, a light sail could theoretically reach impressive speeds without carrying its own fuel. Breakthrough Starshot, an ambitious initiative, aims to send tiny, ultra-lightweight probes on light sails to Alpha Centauri at 20% the speed of light. Even at that incredible speed, the journey would still take about 20 years. So, while the ultimate speed limit is set, the quest for faster, more efficient ways to travel through space continues. It's a journey not just of engineering and physics, but of human ingenuity and our unyielding desire to explore the cosmos. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.